Hey, Tricey lovers. What's up, Tricey? Lover. Saying, okay, y'all, today I want to talk about everybody don't deserve your SS, okay? And the power of privacy and vulnerability. So, hey, y'all. Y'all already knows Tricey Love. Welcome back to the channel. And y'all know over here we talk about healing, growth, learning how to love ourselves the right way with boundaries, grace, and wisdom. All right. And today's topic, baby, I want to talk about privacy, the power of being private, keeping things to yourself, and also the balance of when it's okay to be open and vulnerable. Because I just feel like it's levels to all this, y'all. So come on and kick it with me, because y'all know I want to kick it with y'all real quick. All right. Have y'all ever noticed when you start sharing too much about what you got going on, who you talking to, or maybe even your next move, and then suddenly that energy around you change? Yeah. That's what we're talking about today. Let's start with the power of being private. So yeah, there's something sacred about silence. Everything don't need to be posted. Everything don't need to be told. And some blessings are meant to grow in the dark, like the seed that's under the soil. And sometimes we can ruin all those things just by speaking too soon. You ever had something good happening to you and you just had to tell somebody, and then all of a sudden everything fall apart? Yeah, that's not a coincidence. Sometimes when you share too early, you invite energies and opinions that weren't meant to touch what God is still working on and building. Privacy isn't about being secretive. It's about really being protective. Protective of your peace, your plans, and your purpose. When you stay private, you give yourself enough space without trying to move with that pressure. So you give yourself space to grow without eyes watching you, to heal without that judgment. Now, I learned that not everyone deserves a front row seat to your life. Some people only show up to watch, not support. They don't clap, they take notes. They don't love you, they study you. And if you don't guard your peace, they'll turn your peace into their playground. Come on, let's just be real for 1 second, y'all. Because I'm going to include myself. But some of us, we've been guilty of just talking too much. Sometimes we get excited. And I did this earlier in the year. I get excited and I start a new project. And when it's finally going good and everything going good again, I just want to tell the world. And then I done told somebody. But baby, let me tell you, not everybody listening got love in their heart for you. You can think you talking to a friend and they smiling in your face, but deep down, they the ones that's praying for your downfall. Or they'll take what you said, twist it, carry it to somebody else just to see if they can shake you. And the truth is, some people don't even have to physically sabotage you. Their words do. You can tell somebody's something and then they putting their doubts on it, they jealousy, they projections. All that energy hits your goals before it even take off. My bad, y'all. But all that hits your goals before your goals even take off. And then you start feeling heavy, confused, you second guessing yourself. And it's all because you let too many people in the room. God told me, clear as day, everybody can't go and everybody can't know. Some things are for you and you only until it's ready. Learning that the hard way. So now I protect my ideas like babies. If I'm working on something new, I sit with it, I pray on it, I build it in silence. And then when it's time, you'll see it. Not hear about it, but see it. And that's just how I'm running my 2026. The other day I made a post about start getting ready for the next year. We don't have to wait until the last day of the year to be like, oh, I want to. No, work on that now. Work on it right now so we can step into the new year like we know something. And look, now this might ruffle some of y'all feathers a little bit, but I'm not the same with everybody. And I don't think you're supposed to be. I don't think everybody deserves the same level of you. Let me say this. I'm not the same with everybody, and I don't expect to be. I don't supposed to be. It's levels to my SS. Just because you know me, don't mean you know me. Some people get the cheerful me, some people get the business me, some people get the healing me, and some get the childish. And some don't get none of that. Some don't get me at all. Because we got to stop giving people VIP SS when they're standing in general admission energy. You can't keep letting unqualified people handle sacred parts of your life. You can love people from a distance and still protect your boundaries. My mistake, where I messed up at, was thinking if I'm real with people and I'm open and I'm doing that, that they're going to get that back to me. And no. Sometimes being real with fake motherfuckers, it make them uncomfortable. And then they'll start to either copy you, compete with you, or confuse your kindness for weakness. So now I just move quietly. You might see the glow, but you don't know the grind. You might hear about my win, but you don't know about what I had to pray and how I prayed and cried and worked hard. You don't know that. And that's okay. Because I don't owe nobody no explanation, and you don't either. Vulnerability. When is being vulnerable right, and when is it not right? Now look, don't get it twisted. Being private doesn't mean being cold or just completely closed off. There's power in being vulnerable too. But you have to know who you're being vulnerable with. Vulnerability builds connection. It's how you bond with people. It's how we heal. For real. Vulnerability is it's like how we grow in love in our relationship. But it's also how we get hurt if we give it to the wrong person. You can be honest without being open to everyone. You can share your story without giving your whole soul away. And that's just called discernment. Knowing who's safe to talk to, knowing who's sincere, and knowing who's secretly studying you. Before I open up now, I always ask myself, do they really care, or is they just curious? Can they handle what I'm saying without judging me? Or is they gonna side-eye me? And this the last one, this one important. Do they protect my name when I'm not around? Because if the answer is no, then no. They don't need access. Remember, it's levels to everything. And that's where a lot of us mess up. We confuse attention for connection. Just because someone's listening doesn't mean they're loyal. Some people listening just to find the cracks in your confidence. My bad, I get so passionate about this stuff because it hit home for me. And this is important because not only did I learn this the hard way, I learned this the hard way. So if I could just help somebody by just telling them, like, look, or just giving them a heads up, or just nudging their intuition, like, yeah, you right on that. You get what I'm saying? We gotta guard your peace, but stay human. Like, I get it. A lot of us who are private, we come from being hurt. We've either been betrayed, lied on, gossiped about, played with, or we've been crossed by one too many people. And now we done built these little invisible walls around us. I get it, because I've been there. But I don't want y'all to become so, let me say us. I don't want us to become so guarded that we block our blessings. Because not everyone is out to get you. You know, some people really do love you or want to help and want to see you win. So, the goal is balance. Protect your peace, but don't isolate yourself. Keep your privacy, but don't turn cold. Stay wise, but stay open to love. And I know that can be like, head on, but with practice. With practice, you know. When you learn how to walk in discernment, you know exactly who deserves to hear your story and who doesn't even deserve to hear your silence. So yeah, before I skedaddle, I want y'all to remember this, that not everybody deserves access to you. Not everything deserves an announcement. And not every emotion deserves a response. Moving silent. Not secrecy. But speak when it's time. And not out of fear. And trust that God will reveal the right people for your next chapter. I'm walking into my new season understanding that privacy is power. I can be real, I can be open, and I can also be selective. Everybody don't need to see the process. Some just need to witness my results. And if this message spoke to you, drop a comment below. Tell me how you protecting your peace in this season. And then y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, because I got more videos coming every Wednesday, and I want y'all to walk in wisdom with me. All right? Remember to move with grace, protect your space, and love yourself enough to stay private when it's personal. All right? I love y'all, and I will catch y'all in my next video. Deuces. Thanks for chilling with me.